Today I'm showing you how to make a crazy drop in Garageband. So let's go. Set your tempo to 125 beats per minute. Click on the plus and add 16 sections. And then choose house drum machine. Click on the effects. Have the volume a bit lower than the middle and add a lot of reverb. Go into edit and put out this hi-hat. And now loop it, and if you want to, you can turn off the metronome. Go into the track view, click on loops, and go down to Festival Kick 5, and just drag it out. Make sure you have 3 small lines between each number, and remove your drum to the third line of 4. And now copy this one, put it at 5, and remove it to 8. And now mark these two, copy them and put them at 9. So you should have a small gap at the third line of 12 and the drum should stop at 16. And to get a really nice tight clap, we're going to use a clap from a loop. Drag out the almost reverse topper. Split it at the first line of 1 and split it again between 1 and 2. Now remove the parts on the sides, go into the effects and have the volume just a little bit lower than middle. So now you should have just this clap. And to get it even tighter and even faster, go into settings and drag up the speed to 4 times. And now zoom in a little bit, copy this one, you can zoom out again if you want to, and paste it at the third line of 1. So you should have a clap on the 2 and the 4, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you can zoom in, mark these two, copy them, and remember when you paste them at the first line of 2 to get them the same all the way, and just continue pasting these all the way to 8. But you're going to remove this one, the last clap on 4, here in the gap with the kick. And now mark all these, zoom in, click and copy, and paste them here at 9, but on the first line of 9. And now we're going to add a bass and choose Exoplanet and drag the cutoff all the way up. Going to the effects, drag up the volume even more. And actually we're going to remove the bass from this because we're going to add a sub bass. So go into edit and add a E over C1. And you have to zoom in a little bit. And loop it, and add a new keyboard, choose synth bass, and go down to substantial kick, and turn these ones like this. And go into edit, and also put out the E over C2, and zoom in a little bit. And loop it, but now go back to the track view, mark these two, and remove them to the third line of 4, where the gap in the kick is. And actually, mark them, drag them forward to 9, mark these two again, copy them, put them at 13, but remove them to 16. Now copy these first ones and put them at the beginning, but now go into the settings, quantization, swing, and choose the second one, swing heavy. Do the same thing on your sub bass. And now mark these two, copy them, put them at 5, and remove them to 8. So you should have swing on your bass all the way to 8, and from 9 and to the end you should not have any swing. So notice the difference, here is no swing, and in the beginning is swing. And now add a sampler. So on your keyboard, choose sampler. And now you want to sing ow and try to sound really annoying. Ow! And it should tune it for you automatically. And you're going to shape it, just drag it in and drag it in like this. So you get a really short sound. And go into the effects, add a tiny bit of treble, add reverb to the middle, and a little bit of echo. And at 9, go into your edit mode and just put out a note or two. Go out and drag it out to 13 and go in again. And now lay this melody at C3. And you have to zoom in a little bit. Switch this back, mark all these, copy them, paste them at 10, and paste them at 11. But at 10 you want to add one extra note. So zoom in really much, and add one over here. And at 12 add some new notes. So all together. Go out, loop it, but remove it to 16. And now copy this clip, put it in the beginning, but go into settings, click on quantization, choose swing, and the second one, swing heavy. But you have to go into the edit mode on this one. And at 2, you're going to zoom in really much. Add one extra note over here. I'm just going to add it over to make it smaller first. So at 2 it should sound like this. And add a new keyboard. And if you just press the keyboard you will go to the sampler, so press Smart Piano for example, and just press here to go out. Now add a synth lead and choose Jet Stream. And turn these knobs like this. Go into the effects, add a tiny bit of treble, remove the bass, add some echo, and drag the reverb to the middle. And have the volume like a third. Now go to your track view, copy your sampler, and put it on your Jet Stream. Copy this one, and put it here at 9. And now we're going to add a loop. Choose Delay the beat, split it between 1 and 2, and split it again at the third line of 1. Remove these parts on the sides. You can zoom in a little bit. Click on this one, go into settings, and go down 5 semitones. Go into the effects, and drag the volume down, so it's just a tiny bit higher than middle. Now click on this track, and on duplicate, copy this snare, and put it on the same place on the other one. Mark these two, and drag them forward, so they should be at the third line of 4 in this gap. But the second one, you want to go into settings, and turn on reverse. Zoom in really much on this one, so that you can remove just a tiny bit of the end, and then move it forward, so that it stops at 5, or just a tiny bit before 5. So now we have made ourselves a pride snare. So let's listen to this one. And now mark these two, copy them, and paste them here in the gap at 12. And at 8, add a new keyboard, choose Other, and Glockenspiel. Go into Edit, and put out these notes, around C5. And you have to zoom in a little bit. But go into Settings, choose Quantization, Swing, and the second one, Swing Heavy. And at 8, also add a drum, choose Roots, go into Edit, and put out these different sounds. And zoom in really much. Also put out the snare before this one, make it half size, drag it in, zoom in really much, and add 2 more before this one. Now switch this back, click on the first one, velocity, and have it very low. Next one, a little bit higher, and the third one, a little bit higher. So all together, go back to your track view, copy this root rock, and put it at 16. We go into the edit mode, zoom in really much, and in the middle of 16, this snare should start. So mark these, and drag them back, like this. But also add some more drums, and zoom in. like this. And on your glockenspiel, go into Edit, add these notes at 16, below C5. And you have to zoom in just a little bit. And also add this high note that sounds like a microwave when it's done. And drag it in. And the last instrument we're going to add is at 9, and it's a drum. And choose Deep Tech, click on the effects, add half of the treble, remove the bass, and also add some reverb. Now go into the edit mode, put out a hi-hat and a clap. And you have to zoom in a little bit. And loop it. But remove it to the third line of 12, where the gap is. Copy this clip, put it at 13, and remove it to 16. So altogether, it will sound like this. And that's about it, so thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you want to, and good luck with your song.